Hey chums! So today we are at Disney Hollywood Studios. I'm excited to be back at Disney.
I am too. This is our first time back at Hollywood Studios since they've reopened, and I can't wait to get the chance to possibly ride Rise of the Resistance today. We're going to try really hard to do that, but before we get started with all of that, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit that little bell icon if you want to receive notifications anytime we upload a new video.
So far today, it's about 9:30. The park doesn't actually open till 10, but they do start letting people through the gate at about 9:15 as far as the cars. The cars start getting through about 9:15. We're waiting till 10 o'clock. Now with Rise of the Resistance, you can only join a boarding group at either 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. So we are trying to get that 10 a.m. boarding group. We're just staying in a spot where we know we have some good Wi-Fi, and we're just gonna hang out for about a half hour over here, try to get in. If we don't get that, we'll try for the 2 o'clock later, but hopefully we're gonna get into that first group at 10 o'clock.
I would be ecstatic to get to be able to book it at 10. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be
Been waiting
awesome.
a while to go on this ride.
All right, so we're gonna wait for that, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Guys, we have a little over 10 minutes until we can attempt to book Rise of the Resistance. I am getting more excited by the second.
I hope we get it.
I do too. If we don't, we have a second chance of getting it at 2, like we were talking about before. But we're gonna really try for it. So we're gonna open the app, we're gonna select join queue, and we're gonna stay right on that page. And then 10 o'clock on the dot, we're gonna hit join queue and see if we can get it. We're in a spot where the 4G signal is at full bars. The Wi-Fi is even not too bad over here, but I switched mine off. So I think that's gonna work. And we're actually both going to try to book it, because if one of us gets it and one of us doesn't, we can still go. All right, go get closer.
Luck.
Yeah, good luck. Best of luck to us. I am incredibly excited. We got boarding group 13 on Rise of the Resistance. I cannot believe we just did that. Like, we're gonna ride it today, as in like in the next hour.
I'm gonna tell you guys how I did it. All right, so what we did was I set my Apple Watch to one of the settings, a face that had the
second hand, yeah.
The second hand, and we watched it and we kept the screen open to exactly the page to join the boarding group. And at immediately 10 o'clock, I pushed it and we got right in and got it set up.
Yeah.
So it felt very easy. Galaxy's Edge is that way.
Go that way.
Yeah, so
yeah, it
we got
actually
it.
seemed pretty easy. I also had my app open and was doing the same thing, and it looked like I was going to get it as well. And before I could select both people in our party, Melody said I got it. So I refreshed, and then it showed me as having a reservation because we're linked together on our apps.
Yes. So you just have to make sure that you get to the page and select, make sure you have everyone in your planning party as part of your app. And that's how you're going to end up doing it. So it wasn't too bad. We got right in.
Yeah, so I think it's about a 70-minute wait until our boarding group gets called. So for now, we're going to head towards Galaxy's Edge and maybe ride Smuggler's Run if it's short. If not, maybe I'll do a little bit of shopping and we'll just hang out and wait till our boarding group is called.
This park is definitely busier than when we went to Magic Kingdom. But we did go to Magic Kingdom back when they were doing the pass holder preview. I don't know what percentage that they're letting people in.
Yeah, they haven't really disclosed that. I don't think they plan to.
Now, the interesting thing with this park is that it's very hard to get a reservation. It's much easier to get a reservation at the other parks. Disney is still doing a reservation system, and they're still doing it where you cannot park hop. So you're gonna pick your park and you're gonna be there for the day, and that's pretty much gonna be it until they change that. So this park, a lot of people are trying to get into it. It's very hard to get a reservation. We were very fortunate that the day that pass holders were able to start booking, we went ahead and we got this day.
Well, there are a lot of new things at this park. I mean, even with the opening of Galaxy's Edge last year, I mean, perfect example, we have not yet ridden Rise of the Resistance. Today is going to be our first time. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway also just opened recently, so that's another ride that has a longer wait than Smuggler's Run. Smuggler's Run right now is 10 minutes. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is at 80 minutes.
Yeah, we're walking.
People really want to come here to do this stuff.
We're walking by Star Tours. I see it's only a 10-minute wait for that. So it seems like the big thing that people are coming here for right now is the new stuff. We're coming up on a relaxation station over here at Galaxy's Edge. What this is if you get tired of wearing your mask and you need a little break, this is an area where you can go and sit down and just take a break from wearing the mask. Any other time, it used to be that if you were eating or drinking, you could take the mask off, but people were kind of abusing it by holding a water bottle all day. Disney got wise to it, and now you have to stay stationary if you're eating or drinking. You can't walk around. So if you do want to take your mask off, you just find one of those little spots where you do buy something to eat or drink and then just sit down for a little bit. So we just stopped so that Adam could get a drink.
Yeah, one of the cool things about coming to Galaxy's Edge is they make their soft drinks look like little bombs, and you can see the lettering. Looks like it's computerized, and then they even have Aurebesh right here, which I'm assuming reads Coca-Cola in Aurebesh, which is really cool.
Are you excited?
I am excited. This is an ice cold drink. It's a nice day out, and I'm enjoying one of the coolest places I've ever been to in my life.
No, I mean about that we finally booked Rise of the Resistance.
Of course I'm excited about that. I got 15 minutes before I'm going to ride that. That's going to be amazing.
So it's close to 11 o'clock, and it looks like they're still on boarding groups 1 through 10 over by Rise of the Resistance. So we're waiting for that to change so that we can go, because we should be in the next set. We're group 13. And this is kind of what the park looks like today. As you can see, the crowd is still pretty light. I thought that it was a lot busier than this. I think that this area of the park actually has more people than other areas of the park.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Everybody congregates over here, which is cool. I mean, what's not to love about Star Wars?
We did walk through the Muppets section, and it was like a ghost town over there. Yeah, I didn't even see anyone waiting. I think it was a 5-minute wait, which usually means walk on to get to the Muppets attraction.
Well, even the Smuggler's Run was 10 minutes. We waited 10 minutes to ride Smuggler's Run.
And that was with social distancing.
That's with, yeah, exactly.
We are finally in the queue for Rise of the Resistance. Very exciting.
Super cool.
So we're just waiting for the next groups to go up so we can keep going, but this is really cool. It's our first time riding this. I want to say that it took like, what, an hour? About 11 o'clock is when our...
I think it was just after 11. Right now it is 11:15. 11:15 and we just got in. So yeah, just over 80 minutes after we registered.
And that was to get in for boarding room 13, if that gives you an idea.
Actually, it was just under 80 minutes. We booked at 10 o'clock. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying, right after 11.
Yeah, it was pretty accurate.
Blue flag report. Red 2, check. You have what I want.
Alright, that was our first time riding Rise of the Resistance.
Yes, I am completely floored. That far exceeded my expectations, and I expected it to be amazing. That was cooler than I could have imagined. What a great experience.
That was so immersive. It was just...
Yeah, and it's like a whole 15-minute experience or 20-minute experience. It's not really like a 2-minute ride. Like, you're really in there for a while, a good 20 minutes.
That was cool.
That was just incredible. I'm floored.
It's just about time for lunch. So we do have a dinner reservation at 5:10. So we don't want to eat too late because we want to be hungry for later. Right now, the only thing that you could walk into is going to be Backlot over here or the pizza place over by the Muppets.
Yeah, Rizzo's. That's
Rizzo's,
right, yeah.
Pizza Rizzo. So we just did our mobile order, which is really easy. You just go on the My Disney Experience app, make sure that you have a payment connected to it. They're not doing any type of pass holder discount. It's just very straightforward. You put in what it is that you're ordering and you put in the pickup window time. We're a little bit early. Our window time doesn't start till 12:50, so we actually can't hit the little thing to notify that we're here until 12:50. So we're just sitting and we're waiting. We only have about 5 minutes.
Yeah, about 5 more minutes left and we can eat. And then I think we're probably going to go over and check out Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because we've never been on that either.
I'm excited.
I am too.
Yay.
That's going to be cool. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah, so, all right. So right now we're going to have some lunch and then head over to Mickey and Minnie. All right, so it looks like there's a 60-minute standby to ride Mickey and Minnie, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get online. So we're in the line right now for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. This is the queue. It wraps around.
Very
the
odd.
outside.
Very, very, very odd.
I know that they had stopped to do some cleaning and they said that it would be like a little bit delay, but the line's moving again. I think that there's still a 50-minute wait. This will be like our longest wait of the day.
So the inside of this building, this is the Chinese theater. This used to be the entrance to the Great Movie Ride. It doesn't really look like much has changed. I think they just kind of changed the music. They have this video poster here that just kind of rolls along and makes some references to Mickey Mouse and Friends cartoons.
So this is the queue area to get into Mickey and Minnie. We could see the trains. And as you can see, they have the partitions up to make sure that everybody's social distancing, because it would be a little bit hard with the way that these rows are set up. So this is actually quite smart of them to put these partitions up.
Please keep. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
So we met up with a couple of friends today and that was fun. Now we are heading over to dinner at Primetime Cafe, which neither one of us have ever eaten it
No,
before.
this will be the first time. I think maybe I ate there when I was a kid when I came here. I can't remember. I feel like maybe I did,
Huh.
but I could be completely wrong.
Well, we'll see. I know that a lot of people said this place is pretty good, so I'm excited to try it out.
I think I'm gonna get the pot roast tonight. That sounds really good.
We have a reservation for prime time, and the way that it works is when you go up, you have to check in. There's a dining check-in reservation QR code in front of the restaurant. So you go ahead and you click that to say that you're ready, and what they'll do is they'll message you whenever your table is ready. So we already did that. We went ahead and we did the check-in. Even though we're a few minutes late, we still made it within a time frame that we could still be seen, so that's good.
We're here at 50's Primetime Cafe, and this place is really cool. The atmosphere is just like the 1950s. They have old TVs. We happen to get seated next to a TV, which is pretty cool. And it even says Disney. That's really cool. Nice touch. And looked at the menu, and I think the pot roast is going to be the winner. They have some gluten-free options for Melody, which is definitely good. They have a crab cake, which you usually can't have, but here they have a gluten-free option.
Yeah, they gave me a paper menu. Everybody else would be using this little thing to pull up a QR code. But in my case, I have a separate menu. It's still a pretty limited menu, but there is stuff for me to eat. There's even dessert if I wanted. It looks like they have, I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like they have a brownie, and they also have s'mores that could be prepared gluten-free. So I'm excited to try the food here. So the first thing that we're going to eat is a crab cake, which we got off of the allergy-friendly menu so that I could eat it as well. And it is, I guess they must have used something other than breadcrumbs because it's okay for gluten. You want to try it?
Yeah.
And let us know how it is?
Let's try it. Definitely. It looks very good. Okay.
How is it?
Very good.
Can you tell it's gluten-free?
Not really.
Good?
That's very good. Yeah.
All right, awesome. The second thing that we're going to try from here is this peanut butter and jelly milkshake that we have heard so much about. This is supposed to be like, from what we read on a couple different articles, that this is like the best milkshake in all of Disney. And we saw that more than once. You want to try it first?
Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's give it a whirl.
You are totally 100% Russian. Nicholas, it's very funny, and it's Florida.
How is that?
That is awesome.
Really? Would you say that that would be worthy of being called the best milkshake in all of Disney? It's really that good? All right, I can't wait to try
Oh
some.
man. Alright guys, this is the famous pot roast. And it looks and smells great. Let's check it out. It's served on a bed of mashed potatoes with some carrots. Let's try it. Alright, that's awesome.
Is it?
Yep. That is serious comfort food. That's like, yeah, it tastes like holidays, like Thanksgiving, or you know, that comfort that you get from mashed potatoes and gravy kind of. Oh, it's so good.
This is meatloaf from the gluten-free menu, so it's going to be prepared a little bit different. I don't know if they have gluten-free breadcrumbs or what they did. And some mashed potatoes and, of course, some green beans.
The stroller tomorrow, I'm getting this. I paid for 2 days, so I can pick up
This is very good.
Yeah? It looks good.
Yeah, I like it. This is very good. And the final part of our meal, we ordered the brownie. This is, again, from the allergy menu, gluten-free brownie. It's a little tough.
Hey, sit. No standing on. No stand on chair.
What do you think?
Very chewy.
Yeah?
There, see what they have.
It's good. It's just very chewy. It has a good flavor. Texture-wise, I've had other gluten-free brownies that I like better, but I think it's pretty good.
Awesome.
This was our first time eating at Primetime Cafe. So apparently a lot of stuff has changed. From what we were told, they used to, like, it's supposed to be a 50s theme, and it's like, it's supposed to be very interactive, where the wait staff usually picks on you and they throw silverware on the table. None of that happened while we were there. We're pretty sure that that's because of COVID. So there are, if you've eaten there before, your experience is probably going to be different eating there now.
I
They're
mean, it
not
was a
doing
good
it.
experience. It wasn't that it was a bad experience. You just don't have the show element.
Right.
That's all it was. But the food was very good. And
The staff was great.
was
They're
great.
very
They're
nice.
Super friendly people. And it was just a fun place to eat.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
just not
liked it
going to
there.
be what it was last time that you had eaten there if you've eaten there before. They're not doing all of that, probably because of COVID. But they are working on a limited menu. I thought that the food was pretty good. For the gluten allergy offering, I had a choice of either a Caesar salad without croutons or the meatloaf. I'm not really a big meatloaf person, but I ordered it just because the theme of this restaurant is kind of comfort food. So I wanted to try something that kind of, I can get a Caesar salad anywhere. So I wanted to.
You seem like you liked it though.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normally not my thing. It's not something I would normally order, but I wanted to try it. But I thought that the food was very good, and
Yeah.
I would definitely eat there again. I hope one day to eat there when they go back to doing the crazy stuff that they normally do, because I'd like to see that.
Yeah, same. I think we're gonna go head over to the Toy Story section of the park, because that's the one section of the park we have not been to yet. And we're gonna try to get on Slinky Dog.
It's about 6:30 right now. Tonight the park is closing at 8 o'clock. It looks like it's really cleared out a lot. We really don't see a lot of people, as you can see.
They must have already called all the boarding groups for Rise of the Resistance. That must be it. Or something like that. Let's go home.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, there's not a lot of people, so we'll go over to Toy Story Land because we didn't do anything there yet today. See if we could re-ride something like Mickey and Minnie, and then I guess that'll be it. We'll call it a day. But this is what the park looks like right now at about 6:30. As you can see, it's pretty empty now. Looks like a lot of people must have left.
All right, chums, I think that is probably gonna about do it for us today here at Hollywood Studios. I had a blast today. I got to do Rise of the Resistance. We got to ride Mickey's Runaway Railway. So much fun.
And it was
So
our
much
first time eating at Prime Time.
Yes, that was really fun too. That place is great.
Yeah, we have a goal to eat at all the different restaurants as soon as everything opens up.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had so much fun. Next week is going to be Epcot.
Yes,
Oh, I'm excited for that too.
me too.
All right, guys. So again, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel now. Hit that little bell icon to receive notifications when we upload new videos. We are going to go home and relax. Until next time, see you guys at the park.